Hello guys, Invictus Prime versus Fasten Your Seatbelts. This was week 10 of the CWL, I think, week 10. It's the final match of the regular season. Invictus Prime coming out on top by a fairly wide margin. Show what they did to our bases. Good effort by FYSB. I suppose what a way to finish the season. 3-star count, 30-0. Didn't use all of our attacks. FYSB is Fasten Your Seatbelts. Fair Play Clan, they've got a feeder called FYSB Unbuckled. Apparently they've got a sister clan, Devil's Fury. They're on Twitter. Division champions? How strange. Seems they lost this one. They lost the war and won the battle. That's right. Word of the day. Word of the day. Good luck, War and Glory. Good luck to you, FYSB. Thanks for putting up a fight. Shall we just run some attacks? Dr. Pig. I'll show the 11 triples and then we'll skim through some of the other attacks. I was going to say 10v10s. I'm not sure we had any of those. Dr. Pig going in here on Tommy Crenn. It's early, but I'm gonna have a beer. Or I'm having a beer. Thinking of Jake. Wondering what he's doing right now. What is Jake doing right this second? I bet you it's amazing. So Warden been used there to funnel good little bunch of bowlers and some wall breakers. That rage spell gonna push everything through. The CC of death comes out. Is that 15 wall breakers? 16 wall breakers? 17 wall breakers? Massive push by the kill squad here. Going to leave the base in a state of a clockwise loon deployment. That made no sense. They've cut... Dr. Pig has cut a lovely hole in the core of the base, which is going to make his loons sort of track around like a watch dial. Clockwise. Like a clock. Big Rage does have the heal. Fairly important heading into these Wizzy Towers. Couple of backhand loons to distract. And although everything is bunched up here, it is RIP. Did you know that IP puts the IP in RIP? Dr. Pig. Dead KNX. Dead. FYSB Edge. They did run sort of 10 anti-2s, which seemed a bit strange, being that we didn't have very many 10s in this war. Breakdown was very strange. CWL standard breakdown. I'm sure something was discussed, or I don't know. I woke up and saw that I was still in the war, and the lineup was slightly different than our previous weeks. Queen Warden's gonna sort of head off and follow the largest pack of troops, because that's what he likes to do. He's a bit like sheep. CC wall breakers come back out. Nice heal spell down. The freeze, just in time. Everything in that heal is going to get sort of back to full health. Once this eagle goes, we're only looking at that Inferno as the massive, massive threat. Few Wizzy Towers left. Ooh, Queen under fire. She will get the Inferno Tower, but those healers are being blown. They're being blown like Bill Clinton. Whatever happened to Monica Lewinsky? Probably a cigar saleswoman, something like that. Absolute fuck ton of bowlers left. I'll speed this one up. We'll try and get through some of the attacks. Quite a few to show when it's a 33-star war. Dead KNX Dead doing that with non-max heroes. NOTW. That probably stands for something, but I'm old and out of touch. So we shall watch. 26 loons, 6 wall breakers. Only a couple of hounds. We use 5 loons straight off the bat just to sort of create a funnel. Not going to get the air defense, but does take out enough stuff that corner should not appeal to any of his troops. King in with the golem. Golem tanking quite well. King's going to take out that storage. What have we got left? The queen looks like she's going to head in late. 3 fairly exposed air defenses to this kill squad. Might be clockwise again. Poison down. That CC... God, that CC did take out the golem. Or helped. His king on the enemy queen. She's got no chance. And with the raged king, will they get to that top air defense? Does not look like it. So queen's on her own. It's a real thought process theme here where clockwise is the way to go. 2 air defenses left to deal with. Only got a couple of hounds, but has a fuck ton of loons. We do have a couple of freeze spells. These anti-2, sort of anti-10 bases do take a bit of punishment from an 11. Do not underestimate the difference between 11 troops and 10 troops, and that warden is like an extra spell. Plus the extra spell. It's wrecked. I think we've got one more 11 to show. It's been probably 2 weeks since I last uploaded. Busy farming night base. We did have a bye week in the CWL, which created a bit of a break, and before that the update dropped and we lost some replays. That was the Dark Looters War. They were impressive, the Dark Looters. So where are we going with this one? 7 bowlers, couple of hounds, ground. Warden is creating the funnel. King and queen gonna track in. It looks like a well-placed set of wall breakers might take them into the core. Certainly with that rage spell. Warden ability, out comes the CC. The CC... wall breakers, I'm not sure it was the best choice. I'd have went with goblins if I was dicking about. I'm planning on losing without any sort of attacks. That moral high ground sort of thing. Goblins seem more fitting. But we don't get to choose the enemy CC defense, do we? So I'll just shut up. Free spell down. I don't even know what he froze there. He's still got 2 more free spells. This max freeze with the extra second or whatever it is is huge. Freeze with hasted loons. Loons attack faster. Freeze lasts ages. Loons attack faster. Gives everything time. Oli. Greg. Old Greg. Can't remember how you say it. I think old Greg was in our original IP lineup at the beginning of the season. Or was going to be. Dr. Pig. Let's see if we can find a 10v10. There's a 10v10. iTemp. Look at this fucking piece of shit. iTemp gonna take on the farm base from hell. Let's see if it's pretty. Berserker. Berserker got the memo. Won a few. They did run some nice bases. It's nice to have somewhat of a challenge for the weekend. I got to hit 2 Town Hall 9s with my Town Hall 10 because all the top bases were beat before I woke up. Before I got home from work. We're going to go counterclockwise. Temptation thinks outside the box. We might be going counterclockwise with the loons. CC taken care of. Does have a couple of skelly spells for the queen. The counterclockwise. Loon deployment coming. Lovely haste. Taking out these sort of ring defenses. And getting a little ahead of the main pack is the key, so that some stuff will head to the core on those Teslas and that sweeper. Heal spell there. The skellies they haven't even been deployed yet. Are we gonna see some skelly spells? There they are. Skelly spells down for the queen. Almost used more as a distraction than a kill. Or he missed. Doesn't matter, there's shit everywhere. Those pups are gonna get job done. Don't fall asleep. Fast forward. Does anyone else ever sit around wondering what Jake is doing right now? Did I already mention that? Can't remember if I already mentioned that. I wonder what Jake is doing right now. Or Snip. Snip banned me on his Twitter because he just couldn't take a joke. Snip sent something to Clash, like the actual Clash Twitter, something about replays being rip and how it always happens to him, and I sent something saying, just post the crack vids. And that's not crack cocaine, that's just a reference to War Whales modding. And I don't even know if they do or not. It was a joke. Sorry, Snippy. I obviously upset you a bit to get banned from your Twitter. That or you have no fucking sense of humor. You are in War Whales. Generally cool guys. Been on the scene a long time. Representing the fair play community till they got banned. Dave the Special, I've just missed half of that deployment up top. fairly sexy everything heading towards a mortar and then straight on to the Inferno Tower. It's only got 2 air defenses left and just loons coming in from every angle. Season 3 is going to be exciting. Get through the playoffs first. I think IP will still have a spot. Bit of a shame the way we go out sometimes. Sometimes it's just the right thing to do. Or the wrong thing to do to the right people. I'm just talking absolute fucking babble now, and I've hit 15 minutes. I'll stop. FYSB, thanks for a great war. CWL champions.